I wanted to share something bigger, and this is probably gonna be like the first chapter of it or whatever. It's already 1,078 words, and it does not actually seem like a lot when you're writing it, but it actually is. And I'm using Microsoft Word to write this, the online version, because I can't afford the bigger version right now. Obviously, it costs like $200 just for that software. And sorry I've been gone for a long while. It's just I've been hanging out with friends and everything, and I went to KI once just with my family, not with any of my friends from school, which I hope to do at some point this summer, because a lot of them are leaving for vacation, and I'm even though they're only probably gone for a week, who's gone for an entire month? But yeah. So anyways, here we go. Okay, it's called Wilting in the Sunlight by Jamie Neese. And here's the first part of it. I will be scrolling down, so it's going to be points where I'm not talking at all, but it'll be good. Okay, Wilting in the Sunlight by Jamie Neese. Hi, my name is Sally. As I looked at the name tag, I felt as if I was about to go into something big, and I actually was. It was my freshman orientation at Baylor University, the place I would call home for the next 4 years. And no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't find a way to talk to the rest of the kids without looking like a total loser. My words would always come out jumbled, or my voice would crack in the middle of a sentence. Not that anyone in particular was paying much attention to me. Anyways, I was majoring in journalism, so it's easier for me to put my thoughts onto paper rather than sharing them with another person. And in high school, I was the head of the school newspaper, meaning I pretty much went around giving assignments and pushing a voice recorder in people's faces. But the difference between high school and college is the fact that I don't know a single person here, and as far as I can tell, most of everyone here knows one another in some fashion. There is this one kid, though. He's very stern-looking and barely says a word to anyone, not even the tour guide. But I don't blame him. The tour is pretty boring, and reading the newspaper is a lot more fun. I looked at his name tag so I could at least know his name, even though I was pretty sure that no words would ever be exchanged between us. His name was Chad, a pretty normal name, but I thought it suited him fine. 1 minute. My thing scrolled down so far. Okay. Okay. His name was Chad, a pretty normal name, but I thought that it suited him fine. By chance, while the tour group was leaving the main dormitory, he stepped on my foot as we passed through the doorway. He turned around with the same stern expression that I had seen earlier on his face. "I'm so sorry," he said, as he quickly turned away. "It's okay," I muttered back, but I knew he didn't hear me. For the rest of the tour, I kept thinking about Chad. I wish that I knew what major he was, but since when we were in the library and he was in the corner reading the newspaper, gave me the idea that he might possibly be majoring in the same department that I am. But there is no way of knowing until our first day next fall. Well, the last few days of school were surprisingly sad. I never thought that I would miss school and all the teachers that make you afraid to turn in homework late or fail on a test. All my friends and me threw a huge party on the football field, which was a big success, especially with all the jocks and the cheerleaders. Us nerds and art freaks could really care less. We just do it so that everyone in the graduating class can get together for one last time. Summer usually goes by as it normally would, by going to the beach, visiting my family in Texas, and constantly chatting with my friends and pen pals on social media. But this summer consisted of one more activity, playing detective. I was trying to find out as much about Chad as I could, which I know sounds more like something a stalker would do, but even though he only said a maximum of 3 words, to me, I was curious about him. I have this theory that if two people meet unintentionally, then they were supposed to meet for some unknown reason. And so, in some weird way, that meeting wasn't unintentional at all. Finally, the 2nd of August came around, and it was move-in day at Baylor University. My family and me drove the 4-hour trip from our home in Norman, Oklahoma, to the town of Waco, Texas, where Baylor is located. When we finally arrived, I wasn't so much nervous about being so far from home as I was about finding out who my roommate was. But there wasn't much to really be worried about, considering that it was going to be another girl for sure. I mean, it's not like I was going to be rooming in the co-ed dorms. When we entered my dorm, we found a girl with blonde hair tied in a ponytail sitting at her desk, with her nose stuck in a book. She finally looked up from her book when she heard us shuffling into the room. She jumped up from her chair. "Hi, my name is Peggy. I'll be your roommate this year," she said in a very cheery voice. "Hi, I'm Sally. Nice to meet you," I replied back. My parents and my little brother Lance said their goodbyes to me and hopped in the car to head back home to Norman. Peggy helped me settle in and told me everything I needed to know about the kids and teachers at Baylor. My first day was, as most first days are, anywhere. As most first days anywhere are. The usual going through the curriculum and the teachers telling you about everything you will be learning about this year, but I found out that Chad is in my department, which makes me both excited and nervous, because we were only near each other for one day 3 months ago, so he's probably forgotten me by now. And anyways, to him I probably seem like some strange crazy girl who just got lucky by getting a scholarship in journalism to Baylor. But if anything, hopefully he doesn't think anything bad of me. When classes officially started, my teacher, Mr. Reynolds, had us on the topic of good and bad questions. He put us in groups of 4, and lucky me got to be in a group with Chad and 2 other students, Henry and Lindsay. He then gave each group a fake scenario and told us to think of questions to ask for each scenario. And I ended up talking most of the time, and Chad ended up staring and listening most of the time. But by the end of the class, our group got the most compliments from Mr. Reynolds, so I couldn't see any reason why Chad could dislike me. So there you go. That is the very first chapter of my book. And I'm probably gonna read these in sections. I'm going to try to write as much as possible for one day. As I said, I've only written 1,078 words so far, but I think it will turn out pretty well in the end. Hopefully I'll be able to write a good 3,000 words tomorrow, maybe. Because it's Sunday, so I can wake up early. Well, when we get home, I'll be writing most of the time. And then there's dinner, obviously, so I have to stop for that. And then there's watching movies. And then there's Snapchatting and social media and all that fun stuff. But, yeah, there you go. That's Wilting in the Sunlight. At least that's the first part of it. I hope you liked it. Please comment down below if there's any things you think should happen in it, or if you like the characters I've created so far. I'll talk about the characters, later on, like in the book process. But if you like the story so far, please comment down below and or like this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, because most of my videos are going to be writing videos from right now. Like up until I get the book published, if that actually happens, because there's a lot of steps to take, by getting a book published. Anyways, so yeah, like this video and hit that thumbs up button right away. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, or see when I actually upload a video, because I tend to wait a while and then I will upload a video, but my schedule is kind of being jumbled right now, which is kind of sad considering it's summertime. But regardless, hit the subscribe button down below if you like to see more videos like this, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow maybe, or the next day, but I'm not sure. Like, I might just, like, that just might be a little excerpt, and I might talk about the characters, or whatever, like creating characters or something. Anyways, okay, yeah, you know what to do. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.